pure evil. Uber Eats driver killed and dismembered by Florida MS-13 gang member after delivering his food. A man, oh, no. Let's let Siri work. Let's let Siri work.
Uploaded April 26, 2023. A Florida man is charged with murder and other offenses in the slaying and dismemberment of an Uber Eats driver who had brought food to the assailant's house. Oscar Solis Jr., 30, is charged with killing the driver during a delivery Wednesday at a home in Holiday, Florida. Pasco County Sheriff Chris Nacco said at a news conference. The remains were found at the house in trash bags and a cooler, which also contained a receipt with Solis' name on it.
That is extremely sad. That is extremely sad. Imagine being families with that man and hearing that that's the way he went out trying to do his last delivery, working, doing Uber Eats. Like, that is crazy. I also just looked up where the heck Holiday, Florida is. I want to make sure that shit was nowhere near me. That is in Tampa, that area. Thank God. Thank God. That shit is far, far, far away, like Star Wars said in the beginning of the film.
Eats driver texted his wife that he was making one final delivery before heading home.
That is sick. This started off crazy. He texts his wife he's making one final delivery, not knowing that that was really gonna be his final delivery.
But he never showed up, and that is because Randall Cook was brutally murdered last week in Pasco County, allegedly at the hands of Oscar Solis.
I ain't gonna lie to you, this nigga look insane. This boy look crazy with that big ass 13 in the front of his forehead. He look crazy. He look, he just came out of prison, bro. He just came out of prison. They tell you don't judge people, but if I seen this bull, ooh, I am judging. I'm fuck crossing the street. I'm in the car driving away, bro. This man look insane.
A convicted felon with gang ties who is now back behind bars. Fox 13's Ariel Placencia is following this story live from the Pasco County Sheriff's Office. Ariel, how do detectives think this all happened? Well, investigators say they found Randall Cook's wedding ring and car keys inside the suspect's home. So as Cook was attempting to deliver his food, the sheriff says the suspect pulled him inside and then later killed him.
I was just thinking about that. Like, yo, how did it go from him delivering the food to him getting inside the apartment? That is terrifying. So he went to go drop the bag off in front of the guy's apartment. The guy opened the door and grabbed him and pulled him in. That shit is scary as hell, is why I'm not gonna lie to you. I always say that when you go do those deliveries and shit, bro, you still don't be lacking. You knocking on people's cribs. Like, that is still some place that you really cannot be lacking in.
Like I said, 1 minute at a time. Not even 1 day, but 1 minute. Brittany DeZoba and her family are devastated after her stepfather, Randall Cook, was killed while delivering food for Uber Eats. This man murdered my stepdad, my mom's husband, for no reason. We don't know them. We don't know this guy. Last Wednesday, the Pasco sheriff said Cook texted his wife he was making one last delivery, but he never came home. So she reported him missing, and detectives reached out to Uber Eats.
They were able to provide us some information and his last known GPS coordinates.
That's how detectives ended up at Oscar Solis' home on Moog Road in Holiday. Eventually, they talked to Solis' roomie, who shared video with them.
You can actually see the
That boy has a roommate. Yo, imagine somebody like that, like you going to roomies.com. That's what my sister, my boy put me onto them shits. Hell no. Hell no, I'm not gonna let some random dude I've never seen a day in my life. No, bro. I'd rather rent a studio apartment. I'll figure it out. Like, I'll rent a room in somebody. I'll be the roomie.com. Like, nah, hell no. Ain't nobody random coming in with my crib. No.
Hell no, we figuring this out. Walking up to the house to deliver food, but the video cuts off at that point.
Yeah, investigators say they later learned that Solis carried several trash bags around the side of the house. And on Friday, they discovered a body at the home on Moog Road.
Unfortunately, what we found inside of some of those trash bags was human remains.
Solis is being held under no bond. This is video filmed in court on Tuesday.
This person, you know, you always said we're evil, but this is demonic.
Arrest affidavits show Solis was released from the Indiana State Prison System in January of this year. He was arrested for burglary and assault and moved to Florida after being released.
So he just was released from Indiana prison and he wanted to leave Indiana after being released and move to Florida. This is gross. This is gross. That is a man that, you see, I've been hearing that too. Moving away ain't gonna take away your demons. No, the nigga came with the devil. He did not leave the demons in Indiana. He came with the devil to come and do something like that to this town. That is gross. You're gonna scare people from ever even doing that job again in that neighborhood. You didn't hear about the dude chopping niggas up down the street? You're gonna become a legend, bro. You're gonna become a legend, an infamous legend, like a bad one. The one that the kids tell stories about when they walk past your house on their way home from school. Like, that you the boogeyman now, bro.
However, he did not register with the county for being a convicted felon. The sheriff saying today that Solis has gang ties.
You're talking about a very violent individual that Indiana released and sent down to Florida.
Solis' father used to live at the house on Moog Road, the sheriff told us, but he moved out when his son came down to Florida. Last week, the suspect's father is the one who would order the Uber Eats food for Solis, food that was delivered by Cook.
And I'll tell you this. I kept asking, what's the connection?
The sheriff is hoping these two individuals might have some information, saying the pair was in the Moog Road house about an hour before the crime happened.
The suspect may be a gamer, so maybe that's why these other kids are over there.
If you recognize them, please call the pastor.
So this gang dude's a gamer too? Like, he got other hobbies. He had kids at the crib chilling with him hours before, and they're suspecting that they were there just chilling with the killer, playing video games and shit. So the dude's father was ordering him food from another place, and that's how the Uber driver went over there. So you freaking, oh, this is just disgusting to me. It's not even contributing to society, working or nothing. just there playing video games, having people pay for your food to be delivered to you is not the place for me to judge, but I could judge over the actions you took over an innocent man that day.
The sheriff's office. Meanwhile, the family just wants answers.
There's knowing she has to come home every day to her husband not there. They shared so many amazing memories together, but that's the only thing we can look up is just he wanted her to be happy. He doesn't want her to see her like this at all.
Now, motive is still a big question that needs to be answered. The sheriff only saying the two did not have a relationship. The suspect and victim did not know each other, and just calling this crime a gruesome one.
That is some serial killer kind of shit. Like, he just killed a random man. What I need to know is the motive. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm kind of like them now. Like, I need to know the motive. Why did this happen? Why did this occur? There's no way that he just went and said, you know what, let me just pull this man inside. Like, there has to be more to the story. Why was he that angry that day? Like, there's a lot going through my head. We'll definitely stay on top of this story and try to know more. Pasco County. I gotta remember, I keep that name in my head so I can avoid that city forever. I don't even want to get off on the exit there. That shit gets added to the list of San Bernardino. Like, I never want to go to San Bernardino back a day in my life other than to eat McDonald's that I never got to eat at that first McDonald's and be out. That's about it.